Hello and welcome to This Time Africa. We're here again in the studios of Afrique today. And as you know, This Time Africa is a platform that shows the faces of African men and women, our culture, our beauty of course. We talk about business and investments, and we talk about business entrepreneurs, and we also showcase the love of Africa, the emerging leaders and politicians. All of this in the dish right here on This Time Africa. But the question always is, what's on this time? Today our clock faces Zambia, where I have the honor and the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Matthew MUTALE, who is the founder of Mondale Foundation. Welcome to the show, Matthew.
Thank you for having me, Matilda.
Thank you very much for coming. We're going to talk a little bit about Mondale Foundation, and then we'll talk about your projects. How about that?
Okay, that is very welcome.
Okay, great. So what's the inspiration behind Mondale Foundation? What's the inspiration?
You see, this goes beyond Zambia.
Okay.
I've been inspired by, first of all, growing up with my single mom.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to do a lot of activities that trying to help your mom, going to school, having challenges of having school books, money for school, all that it's been inspiring me to look back and said, I went through all these things, but why can't I pay back to that community, which gave me all that opportunity to open my eyes and try to help my mom, at the same time helping myself to go to school. Hence, I'm here now looking back to say, no, I got to do something to pay back to the community, because every time when I wake up, I feel like I owe that community something.
Yeah.
I'm who I am because of the community where I come from. Every time I wake up, I feel like, oh, I owe my secondary school, I owe my primary school,
Yeah.
I owe my college, and I have to pay back.
Correct. So that's what inspires. So actually, we're looking at a story from, I want to say, from pain to passion.
Okay.
So that pain or whatever you went through and the struggle, you turned it around into passion and you created Mondale Foundation.
Yes.
So what is actually Mondale Foundation? What do you do?
Fine. First of all, I would say that other people would ask me about what's the meaning of Mondale Foundation. There is no actual meaning per se, but I created the name Mondale Foundation for easy pronunciation, for easy memorizing, for people to access it easily. So that's the reason why I had the name Mondale Foundation.
Uh-huh.
But then what do we do in Mondale Foundation? We are a non-profit organization. We were founded in 2009 to do consulting in marketing and business project management. At the same time, we try to distribute social justice to the communities who are particularly in Zambia. So we've been always looking out for the vulnerable people, from small medium enterprise to vulnerable people who are in rural areas, who can't manage certain things, who cannot access certain information. We're able to distribute that. And we also look at social distribution, where we look at books, children reading books. We collect them from here. We look at hospital mattresses, wheelchairs, and all these. When we collect them, we try to ship them to the vulnerable people in Zambia, especially rural areas of Zambia.
That's very good. That's very, very impressive. And when we started earlier, you said you spoke about even just buying books. And I see that one of the key things that you do is book distribution, as you have just said also, that you distribute books to schools and to kids and to those who are kind of like disadvantaged or less privileged people. But I see that you've gone beyond the schools. You're now going to the prison. What's that? What's your focus? What's your goal? For doing that?
That's a very good question, Matilda. The focus on the prison is, we've seen that the prison is being neglected, because we understand, based on business project management and how we can develop our countries, we find that there are certain sectors within the communities we live that are not helping to contribute to the development of the nation. So the reason why we're trying to go to prison is we've seen that most prisoners are neglected. We are going to prison. The people who go to prison is like they want just to be punished. But we are not looking at the way we want to punish people. We wanted to help the prisoners with their life after the prison. So
Correct.
we are collecting these books to put them, create some libraries in prison so that prisoners, all the people incarcerated should have access to books which open up their minds. Those books connect them to the outside world. And that's the reason why we start thinking of, this is how we can do it. And we try to collect all those books so that we can help prisoners. I think that's
amazing, amazing. You know, as you speak, I remember a song by Bob Marley said, they don't build any schools anymore. All they build prisons. That's what they build. But prisoners, if the system is well in place, they also contribute to development. And I know of many stories of people who have been in prison and they came out and became either leaders or contributed greatly to society. Was that part of the inspiration when you were doing the prison one?
I mean, those are the personal stories that I've been following. It's only that what we are doing now is we want to increase the number of those personal stories, so that there should be as many as they can. So that, you see, most of the prison, let's say in Zambia particularly, you find that most of the people who are incarcerated, they are no way out. When they get out, then they'll still go back into prison because there's nothing that they can do after they come out of the prison. So we are trying to provide these books, not necessarily providing. This could be one of the first stone which can help prisoners, because I know that we're trying to collaborate with the government, with any other private sector, so that we can come and work together and try to project on how we can help prisoners when they get out of prison. They have something they can do thereafter. So basically we're looking at life after prison.
Exactly. What
can the prisoners do, those who are now out of the prison? So that's the most important thing we are looking at as the Mondale Foundation. So everybody who is watching out there, we are trying to do these books behind bars. The books behind bars can bring in a lot of other people who can invest in. Let's say the government comes up with their teachers to come and help out. We will be providing books. Other people will provide other facilities that can help prisoners to excel, so that in the future they should be looking at, oh, next time when we go out, we'll be having such kind of activities. I will give you an example of what we want to do. Like, for example, if a government can come and join us, or any institution that has a capacity to join us, we are looking at having facilities that can create education within the prison, such that every time these prisoners should use the time effectively by maybe doing something in an activity where it can make them study or read something, so that they open up their mind. Whenever they go, at least they will do something. And then the other part that I would like to talk about is when the government itself, they try to give out contracts to any government contract, they should consider these prisoners in the sense that when a contract, for example, road construction, any company that has taken that contract, the government should put some kind of
a percentage.
Yes, so that those companies should be hiring prisoners, and then when the prisoners are working, at least maybe they should think about them like, okay, we'll be paying them $10 per hour, whatever it is, but you cannot give them immediate when they are in prison. You can open up some kind of a bank system where after some time, when they are out, they can access that money they worked for. And to start their life. Yeah. So
basically it's giving them an outlet so that after prison, or even while they're in prison, they are being developed, you know, they're developing themselves personally. And that will probably create a kind of awareness to them that there is life after prison. There's life after prison. So when they come out, they have a sense of belonging back to the community. They make themselves useful, because what happens is that they get out of prison, and like you said, if there's no escape route, if there's nothing that they can go back to, all they need to do is, you know, cause another havoc or something and go back. And I think that's very wonderful. But I saw in one of your videos on your website that you do have government endorsement by the government in Zambia. Is that so?
Yeah, we
They-
do.
they-
We
they
have
support
had,
you.
Yes, we
Okay.
have had a lot of support from all the projects that we have done. We have the track record. Those who want to see, just go and visit our website. There you'll find that most of our work are shown on our website. So our website is www.diamondelfoundation.org, and if you want also again to be a member, just right there on the website, it's available. You can just go to membership, register, pay your membership fee, which is $35. So I believe most of the projects that we have done, other than the books, we've been collecting hospital mattresses. We want wheelchairs. Those who have wheelchairs, please, we are here. We will collect them and help those people who are in need. I remember a specific story that is in Zambia, where most of the hospitals in Zambia, when they're admitted, most of them, they sleep on the floor, they have no beds. So all we are doing is we're trying to collect mattresses. If there are beds, we can collect as well, so that we can help out. And you know that a healthy nation needs healthy people. So that's particularly what we are trying to do now.
You're a good salesman, I must say. You represent yourself very well.
Right.
The founder of Mondale Foundation, Mr. Matthew MUTALE. You spoke about membership, but so what are the membership qualifications? Like anybody, is this people who want to help, or is it people, how do they benefit? Or is it just people who want to assist your organization?
It's the membership.
Because if I want to go somewhere, I want to know, okay,
Right.
I can give what I have, I can be supportive, I can go teach, even in the prison, because I even do that here.
Right.
But I also want to know what's the accountability, or what's the
Yeah,
returns?
okay. Membership is, like I said, $35.
Okay.
And this goes to so many activities. One of them is the activities that we do when we are collecting books. We need the transport,
Okay.
we need gas, and at the same time, when you become a member, we would even ask you to say, you are a member, so can you identify a project that we can do? We can work together with you. Let's say you identify any project in Cameroon or Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
Then we'll help out. But even
anywhere,
that money will
anywhere.
be part of the contribution to our foundation, which will also go a long way, because to be part of the shipping costs, maybe to be part of whatever we want to do to help you to take those books to Sierra Leone.
So basically, you know, the membership, for viewers who are listening now or watching, the membership fees will be, you know, for miscellaneous expenses and things like that to help you facilitate the distribution of books and all. What has been the response of the Zambians in the diaspora for what you're doing?
Oh yeah, we have had a very good response. People have liked our ideas, and most of them, they've bought our idea, and they are out there helping out. So you can find that, we can see that we started in 2009. We are still there pushing our projects ahead, because people have come and said, no, this is a good cause. Let's jump in and help us. So most of the diasporans who are from Zambia, they are participating in helping what we are trying to do.
Let's jump in and support the cause of what Mondale Foundation is doing. I'm here in the studios of Afrique Today. This is This Time Africa, and I'm speaking with the founder of Mondale Foundation. He is from Zambia. We'll be right back. Don't touch the dial.
Do you want to promote your business? Do you want to talk about your nonprofit organization? Do you want to talk about your culture? Introducing the online web TV, Afrique Today. We are live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Our shows are 3 p.m. Sunday Guests with Elaine Pierre. 4 p.m. This Time Africa with San Natilda Banga. 5 p.m. Transformation Point with Dr. Natalie Kamsudomo. 5:30 Cyber Connect with Jean Bosco Fogham. You can watch us live at the same time on 4 platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and using the Afrique Today app. Download our app today for Android or Apple. Promote your business today. For more information, go to www.afriquetoday.com. Afrique Today, the best of digital TV.
We are back in the studio with Matthew MUTALE, who is the founder of the Mondale Foundation. And like I said earlier, he's from Zambia. And among other things that he does, is also a consultant with small to medium businesses, and we'll be talking about that. But for now, I want us to have a little in-depth into books behind bars, as he calls it. Very nice name, by the way. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the project that you have. What's the objective? What's the goal? And how people can support you? I know we spoke a little bit about it, but just let us know a little bit more for viewers who may be interested in books behind bars.
All right, thank you, Matilda. Yeah, we have a project that we want to embark on. We want to start this project that would help the inmates, the incarcerated people. Our objective of this project is to improve education system into the prison, as we always, as a foundation, we've been trying to contribute to the education system in Zambia. So we felt that we can also try to contribute into the prison. That's why we've come up with this project called Books Behind Bars. We want to try to provide the books in prison so that the prisoners are able to access books that will expose them to outside world. At the same time, improving their knowledge in terms of reading so many other material within the books. And it's not only about this will only improve the, books will provide a lot of instructional or anything that can help the inmates to develop their minds. So that's one of the objectives of this project.
All right, so I'm listening to you and I'm thinking of prison or prisons. And my question is, are you doing it, are you focused on a particular prison? Because I know there are several prisons. Or how are you targeting your audience? How are you targeting the people?
Of course, thanks for that question. Of course, we are looking at, for now, we're looking at the specific prison so that it becomes a base where we always refer to.
Okay.
So we can't do all the prisons. We wanted to have a specific prison, which is also in the northern part of where I come from in Zambia.
And which is?
It is a smaller one. It's
is
not
it
that
Congo?
too big.
What's the name of the place?
This is Milima Prison.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so we wanted to look at Milima Prison because it's a small prison. Maybe if we manage to do it, then we can try to expand to other prisons. But for now, we're trying to focus, because even the resources right now are limited, which can maybe just provide for the smaller prison.
Oh, okay, great, great. So have you in the past had any support? Because I know you already have some from Zambia and Zambians in the diaspora, but have you had support from other organizations outside of your country?
For the specific project, we just want to start on it. So basically, we are starting this project because of what we have done before in schools, secondary schools and high school. Based on that, that's why we said let us focus our effort on this. Maybe this also we're gonna work out and help our nation, so that because our belief is to look at how can each entity in the country contribute to the development of that country. Because it's like the prisons are not contributing that much. So when we try to provide this, maybe in the future there will be contribution from the prison other than from the normal people who are just going every day to work and contributing to the economy. But let us help the prisoners as well to contribute to the development of the country.
I think this is a great venture that we can do all around Africa. If we can take books behind bars, I think this will help. Not only in a traditional setting of a school, but just generally, like you said, just open libraries in the prisons. I think that's very important. That is very, very important. All right. So for businesses that would want to support, how do they contact you? Are you reaching the libraries? Are you reaching schools? How do you intend to get these books and to get people who will go, for instance, to teach or just to read to them?
Usually, for now, how I access these books is because, like I said, we started this for some time where I was trying to contact people in schools. Now we've reached a point where other people are contacting us. They've seen what we are doing. They've seen our work. Now people, for now, like if I go to Baltimore, where they've just shown me a very huge building where these books are everywhere. I just walk into that building. I collect the books that I need. I pack them. I load them. I put them in a container. They are on their way to Zambia. So at this level, we really don't even ask each school. But if you want a specific, let's say specific number of same books, then we contact schools. Because we know that when they get rid of, let's say, marketing and one specific edition, there will be like so many of them at the same time, the same book. So then we'll contact a school. But at the times we don't need to look at it, because we want to improve the library. So we don't have to have same kind of books. We try to collect different kind of books. To have a variety of reading material.
When is your next shipment?
Actually, like, as I'm speaking, we just shipped 2 days ago. We just shipped so many books that are on the way right now on the ship. It takes 6 to 8 weeks for the books to arrive to Zambia.
And you already have partners in Zambia who are handling the other issue of, receiving and then delivering it to the prison?
Yes, we have our representative there who is also a state counsel. They are lawyers, and we've made sure that whenever we send things, they are not going to waste. We make sure our representative there, once they receive, then they go and distribute. And we involve the media also in Zambia so that our work is seen, and whoever is donating to us is able to see what we are doing. We are not playing. We are trying to change lives in Zambia. So everything that is being distributed, our representative will take them from there and go and do the final handover to a specific school that we have chosen.
Oh, that's very good, very impressive. And I must thank you for what you're doing, because I'm sure that when you educate one person, you change a life. And when you change that life, you change a family, from a family to a community. But let's talk a little bit about your consulting. So how, I was reading and I saw this, like transforming business ideas into business ventures. I have ideas. How do you help me? How do you help other viewers and listeners? What do you do in your consulting to help change those ideas to ventures?
Yes, like in my introduction, we said that my background is marketing and business project management. So our focus is on marketing and business project management. So if I want to help, of course, that encompasses the writing of business plan, the writing of business project proposal.
Do you write grants?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yes.
All of it. Okay.
So if you need some help, it depends on what kind of help you want. You want to help to market your product. You want to help to write a project proposal. All that comes into one package. So we can help any small medium enterprise, because we believe that if you want to start a business right now, the only first thing that you're going to think about is business plan.
That's right.
And then you move from business plan to any other areas of the plan that you have for you to come up with an organization.
And in fact, that's what inspired you to start your own business.
Yes.
Because you have been doing it for other companies for over the years, and then you decided. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Actually, what motivated me, in the beginning, I was working for a retail store. So in these retail store like CVS, Payless. Yeah. So the reason why I was like, no, I think when they call you a manager in Payless, you find that you are, to me, I looked at it like you are just a security guy for the shop. Okay. Because when you're a manager and you can't make certain decisions, you have to call corporate office, then I don't think that position is fit to be a manager. In that particular place. So because when you're a manager, you're able to get outside your box and make certain decisions. And take initiatives as well. Initiative. Yeah. But in this case, whenever any problem that you have in a shop, then you have to call corporate office. Which to me made me say, no, I think this is something any manager should be free from, and they should make their decision based on what is happening right there. Yeah. And that is when now I started thinking, what can I do? I went to school. I started insurance. I wanted to be in insurance business. I passed, I have my license. Then I looked at it and said, but no, I think the best thing to do is to run a foundation. Yes. Because from the foundation, maybe I'll try to grasp a lot of other customers as I keep going along.
Thank you so very much. So how can people, I know I asked you this before, but I just want you to give us again a kind of a wrap up of the project, Books Behind Bars, and you also have moms and kids, something that you're doing on the consulting, 3-pack-in-1. In 2 minutes, how can you wrap up all of that as some of the things that you're doing? And of course, share your website with us and your contact. Yeah. If you can talk to the viewers, yes.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. As a foundation, we do a lot of things. Like I think in the beginning, I mentioned a little bit brief of what we do. We are consulting in small medium enterprise, marketing and business project management. So again, we also do social justice distribution. So in these 3 areas, we do, when you want anything to do with the business plan, if you want to do with the, let's say you want to do any research, market research, we are here, we do all that kind of stuff. And then those who want to help us ship or collect books so that we can also try to extend our help to other countries, please welcome. Our website is www.diamondfoundation.org, or you can also follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. We are also on Instagram. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
So Diamondale, like ginger ale, is diamond and ale, Diamondale, and I have been talking to Matthew MUTALE from Zambia, and he is the founder of Mondale Foundation. If you want to donate books and you want to help that organization, of course, that's his website. Or you can contact us through Afrique Today. We will be able to assist you in reaching Mr. Matthew MUTALE. This is how we wrap up tonight. We bring the curtain down on this show as we talk about Books Behind Bars, but you know where to find us. Check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, YouTube. Download the app. Go to www.afriquetoday.com. And if you want to watch us, it's on Sundays at 4 p.m. You will see us there. And we have been talking to people. It will be an awesome time. And of course, you know who this is. Your host, Sia Matilda Banda. I'll see you next time.